All right, can y'all hear me now? Okay. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Schoolboy. Um, it has been a long time since I have come back to the channel, or even spoken on anything. Y'all still can't hear me? Y'all still cannot hear me? No sound? Y'all still can't hear me? Can y'all let me? If the sound is there, thumbs up. It is. Yes. Can y'all type yes? Y'all can hear me because I don't want to keep saying like trying to figure out if y'all can hear me or not. Can y'all hear me? Yes. Thumbs up. Can y'all thumbs up in the chat? Let me know if y'all hear me. All right, bet. All right. Sorry. Since we had a little bit of technical difficulties. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. You want to go in and go out. If you can't hear, exit the chat and then come back in. But the sound should be working now. So again, I'm sorry, y'all, for the delay. Technical difficulties. Okay. So my name is Schoolboy. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since I have actually been on my YouTube channel. But I'm back now, doing some reviews for you guys. Today I'm back with Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15, part 2 review. Well, more like a reaction to the episode last night. Just be respectful. I do want to let you guys know my pronouns are he, his, and him. Be respectful of that. Please be respectful of other people inside the chat as you guys come in. Y'all can agree to disagree in the chat, but we're gonna be respectful. I do have a moderator. We will time you out if you can't be respectful. And if we have to, it becomes a reoccurring issue, we might have to put you out. Now, we want everybody to be respectful of one another and to be cool and agree to disagree up in here. We don't need no discrepancies. All right. Now, because I know a lot of y'all like certain housewives and y'all will get to arguing and cutting the food. My Twitter has been off the chain all day. So chill. It's okay. If y'all like to bless the channel, y'all can hit the Cash App or the Venmo. Y'all can follow me on any of my social media platforms, IG and on Twitter. I'm typically on Twitter 99.9% of the time before I'm anywhere else. You could ask Chef Don Don. I'm over there. Everything spoken on this channel is my opinion and my opinion only. If you don't like my opinion, you know what? You can get up, raise on out. You ain't got to be here. You don't have to like what I say, and you don't have to agree. But we can get agree to a disagree. We do have, like I said, a moderator. We can go ahead and step you right on up out. You ain't got to be in the classroom if you don't want to be. All right. So if y'all follow me on social media, I know I was doing a lot of my reactions to the episodes during the season on my IG, my Twitter, and my what's that other thing that I'm almost banned off of? TikTok. I'm almost banned off TikTok. I don't know how you get banned off TikTok, but I'm almost banned off of TikTok because my videos, because I be cussing. But anyways, I have been following Real Housewives of Atlanta, and this was the most abysmal season I have ever seen. When I mean abysmal, Lord, I ain't never seen nothing this bad in my life. Part 2 was last night. I did not watch what y'all watched on Bravo. I actually watched the uncensored version. And so the uncensored version, okay, y'all watched the 90-minute episode last night. On the uncensored on Peacock, it was only like 55 minutes. So I couldn't tell you what the difference is between what we saw on what y'all saw on Bravo versus what I watched on Peacock, which was uncensored. Now, I will say this. Let me drink before I go in because I already know I'm going to go in on a few people, and your faves might get hit with a bullet, whether it's straight or not. I might have to spray them because it's some people that was wrong. So we started off, we picked up the episode where Courtney is going back with Drew. First of all, let me say hi to y'all first because I think it would be rude for me not to say hi to y'all. Hey, Lady Norcia, which is our mod over here. Hey, Miss Lowe. Hey, Boss Beauty Butterfly. Hey, Sweet Essence. Uh, this 504 girl. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Sonia Chapman. Hey, how you doing? Chef Don Don. Look, this is my dog right here. We be over there cutting up on his channel. Y'all make sure if y'all have not been over to Chef Don Don's channel, y'all make sure y'all go over there, get locked in with him because he be messy like me, and we be messy sometimes together. So go on and get in the mess with us, okay? And hey, Ravine, how are you doing this evening? What's up, Darren? Make sure I hit everybody. Hey, Harold. Now Harold is messy too. He be on my Twitter being messy with me too, along with Chef Don Don. Now we trying to be saved on Twitter, but it everybody can't be saved. So when we open the episode, Courtney is yelling with Drew about how she did not say anything about Josiah being adopted. And here's, Courtney want to be loud and wrong, and I don't know what's going on between her and Ralph, but clearly they ain't cousins, and y'all need to stop going with this narrative that y'all cousins. And I really want y'all to go ahead and say that y'all together. Can y'all just say that y'all, because body language is telling on you, y'all all up here laid up. Now, who goes to the man dressing room? You all in the back of the show, all up in the dressing room. First of all, Ralph, you too young to be getting Beijing sprayed on your face. Either get the just for men's or cut the mess off. You're doing too much. The spray is ridiculous. Just all you hear is just spray. Your head looks like a damn pear. If y'all look at Ralph's head, it looks like a pear. It just shaped like he got a pear-shaped ass head. I don't know what's going on with him and Courtney, but they need to go on and just say y'all together. Just say y'all together because the body language is telling on y'all. You up here hollering and screaming at his wife about something that you said, and then Andy had to come in and tell you said it. Andy had to be messy and be like, "Oh, you said it. You said it. You talked about a son." And I'm sitting there like, I didn't say anything about a son. Why everybody all around the circle talking about what you had said? Courtney, now you want to be loud and you want to be Ralph Chihuahua. You need to be on your job properly, ma'am, if that's what you're going to do. Because I, first of all, could do without you. I don't even know how you came up. And Allison and them then already busted you out. Shout out to Mims, his channel, where Allison did an interview and busted it out that his family don't even know you. So who are you? And per my little investigation on Twitter, because y'all be nosy on Twitter. Y'all, if y'all is not on Twitter or Malcolm X, I call it Malcolm X because I ain't gonna call it just X. That just feels so dirty and cheap. If you own there, they didn't investigate it and found out that Courtney is from Tampa. So was that who you was with? Inquiring minds would love to know. I know I want to know. Was that who you was with? Was that who you was with? Y'all ain't got a lie. You look, y'all sleeping in separate rooms. I guarantee you fool la la in the street. Drew might be fool la lying over there with Ty. We don't know. But Mimi False, you need to quit hating because Ty don't want to be with you no more. You need to let it go. This woman scoring stuff, you've been doing this since Stevie J and Jocelyn. And we want you to let it go. And understand you just got hit with another love TKO. We not finna keep playing with you. We are not gonna keep playing with you. You thought you was gonna get a peach? You thought you was gonna get a peach? You're not. You're not gonna get a peach. So you did all of that to blow it up for what? And I saw that y'all said online. Well, we're gonna get to that part because I'm still not done with Courtney. Because see, Courtney, I'm gonna tell you something. when you a side chick trying to slide into the main position, let me give you some free game. How about you slide in quietly and not loud? Because you busting up the whole spot. We all see that y'all together. We just want y'all to let us know that y'all together. Because I tweeted Drew last night and said that y'all was together. Like, Drew, like, now I do want to know, is that private investigator that you got, Drew, did that Allison busted out? Did that PI find anything on them? Let me know. I would love to know. I would love to know straight up. Who did they bust Ralph with? Because if you notice, Drew played it cute. She kept it quiet. She didn't really say too much because they in mediation. That means you got to come in with your paperwork together. I'm just saying, come with your paperwork together. Now, Courtney, you should have got beat up. I'm just going to be honest with you. You should have got hands and feet put on you. You should have got a 2-piece biscuit, okay, put on you. And I ain't even going to hold you. I don't believe in violence, but sometimes some people take you to choose violence. And when you talked about that lady child, you took her to choose violence. And you should have, somebody should have reached out and touched you, in the words of Diana Ross and little Michael Jackson. Somebody should have reached out and touched you, because see, that's your problem. See, you sitting over there drinking the Kool-Aid with Sheree and them, and I'm gonna tell you, Sheree and Marlo ain't gonna help you if that girl get on, jump on you. Neither is Sanya, because Sanya over there full with child, carrying with child, so she ain't gonna do nothing. And them two heifers gonna let you get beat up. So if I was you, I would stop while you're ahead. Sit down, because you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. And I really don't even understand how somebody could be doing way too much for a man you just met 6 months ago. Somebody tell me who Courtney Rhodes actually is, because I didn't figure it out. I just said she was a side piece. Now everybody else want to say she not a side piece, but I believe she's a side piece that's trying to slide into the main. And I'm gonna tell you, Ralph ain't nothing. He's for the streets. So if you think that Ralph is going to change his ways to be with you, Courtney, you wrong. You wrong. You wrong. And you better hope you don't get iced out so bad that you cannot even be seen on the show, or anybody wants to film a scene with you besides Sheree and Marlo. Now let me get on you a little bit, Drew. And before I get on you, because I'm gonna let you let you make it just a little bit. I ain't gonna go in, but I'm gonna take care of you real quick. Harold said, my question is, why is you even barking so loud for Ralph anyway? Because she was back there with that man, and I don't care what that I'm telling you. I posted a picture on Twitter of how he touched her and hugged her at the nape of her back. When the hand slid past the booty, I said, no, y'all ain't cousins. Come on. Now you up here doing like Lil Meech did with Summer Walker, playing, talking about I'm helping bring my cousin groceries in. Now I didn't know that when you started cheating, now you just start saying that's your cousin. Because last time I checked, cousins we don't be that tight on the hug. We might give you a cute church hug, but we don't be all tight with the hug and, oh, how you doing? And then anytime somebody say Ralph's name, you up here glowing. Oh, he's going through a lot. And you up here his mouthpiece. So where else has your mouthpiece been on Ralph? Because I need the nut. Because I have a feeling your mouth has been on Ralph in other ways than just, that's my cousin. Now, y'all can believe what y'all want to believe, but in my opinion, something ain't right over there. Something ain't right. And unless y'all bring me a 23andMe or a DNA test that shows me somewhere that they is actually related, I don't believe it. Because this heifer done got on multiple platforms with different stories. Because I was on Chef Channel where he was breaking down the receipts. He's been on multiple channels saying in different ways how she's related to this man. And every time you go somewhere, it's a new answer. Ma'am, figure it out. Figure it out. I don't know what y'all got to do around there to figure that out, but y'all need to figure that out. Because clearly, it is more than what it is. Y'all is not cousins. I don't believe it. You not blood cousins nowhere down the line. Use a lie. Use a lie, ma'am. And I just need you to go on and tell the truth. Darren Hood says Courtney was doing way too much on that. She did. She was. She was. She was. She was team way too much. I was like, Now, don't get me wrong. Even when I'm dating somebody, I ain't finna be acting a fool out in public. Now we go home and have a little conversation. We can have a ponderosa at the crib, but we not finna be out here in the street. And I'm not doing all that. You look goofy, like you and this man was laid up. My question is, when he was down in Vegas, did you fly out there to go lay up with him while he was doing this mail review? I got a question. This 504 girl said, I thought that out the gate when people cheating, they always say they cousin. They do. They do. They do. I don't. Yes, Joan, she did live in Florida. She actually lived in Tampa. Now, cool y'all. See, now y'all got to cool your draws down, because every time I say Ty name, y'all be trying to get all up. Come on. Y'all know the chef that you love, Ty. That's your boo. Okay. Hey, Louisiana Chick 318. Hey, Terry T. Baby Davis. I know you came in a little bit late. Yes, Courtney should have caught the fade last night. The way that dude swam across that water to get that dude that fade in Mississippi, or was that Mississippi or Alabama? Wherever that was, she should have caught that fade. She should have caught that same fade. Darren Hood said, I was here for Allison last night. I was here for her too. She keep playing with Allison like Allison won't stomp the mud holes in her. Yeah. Yes. And y'all make sure y'all misspell any curse words, please. Thank you. Hey, St. Marquise. We all saw the way he caressed the small of her weight. Now, y'all can keep saying that Courtney and him ain't fooling around if you want to, but she damn sure went. He was all up down here. You don't be doing that with somebody that's your cousin. You don't be doing all that. Ashley, you say you believe it's all charade plan. I'm gonna get to where I think that where I don't. I'm gonna see where it's some collusion in this, and I'm with Monyetta. It's some collusion up in here, and I'm gonna break down my theory. Now, everybody ain't gonna believe my theory and how this all happened, but I got a theory on it. Okay, I just got a theory. So, Drew, I'm gonna get on you a little bit, because I'm gonna tell you what, all that, you need to quit talking about all that. See, I would just reach out and touch. I'm not doing all of that. No, we're not doing all that. Like, I'm not doing all that. It's either we fighting or we not fighting. Either way, I need you to hold it. Like, come on, Drew. Like, come on. And I'm so sick of y'all talking about on Twitter. Well, she from Chicago. Where you from and where you live at don't mean you can fight. Okay? I just gotta repeat. I'm gonna repeat this for the people in the back. Just because you are from a certain city, they got a certain reputation about people having hands, don't mean you got hands. Okay? But I guarantee, Drew, you wouldn't have had to handle that. You could have just sent Allison on it, and Allison would have took care of your light work for you, because Courtney ain't nobody to even combat with. And number two, I wouldn't have went back and forth with Courtney like that. I would have kind of let her make it. If that's what you want to do, ma'am, go ahead, do what you got to do. I ain't even gonna hold you. If you want to argue, you want to fuss, you want to fight, and that's what you want to do, ma'am, do what you feel you need to do. But I wouldn't have been stressed out over no man with no eggplant for the streets. Not me. Not me. Drew, you better than me, because I wouldn't have did it. Then in the middle of this conversation, they start to talk about, this is where they started to talk about, what did they start talking about? What was the next part? I think I should have wrote the notes down, but I didn't. They started to talk about her and Ty's relationship. Andy talks about the rumors going on about the infidelity with Drew. So here's where, Sheree pipes up with this vanilla envelope that she brought out that raggedyshenews.com from. And then she turned around and brought out these text messages. Now, I'm when Drew made the comment about him saying, with her saying that, Ralph beat the IRS. So anytime he could trick the IRS out of paying, then shoot. So right then and there, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I don't know if I believe the receipts because we didn't even see them. Number two, I'm not sure if Ty didn't already threaten the network about playing with her like that, because I do know that Ty is a very private person. She didn't like all that playing with, their relationship when Mimi was on Love and Hip Hop, and she's a very private person. So I don't know if Ty maybe said something to the network or told Drew, hey, if they try to pull some slick stuff or it's a mess, I don't want to even be a part of that. Which I do understand. My whole thing is with that is, how can you even know that these text messages are valid? And just because someone gets in your DM, I get a lot of DMs. I don't respond to everything that I get. I might read it, but I may not even respond to it, because you shouldn't respond to everything that you get. Sometimes you don't know what people's intentions are. But my whole thing is, if you couldn't show the text messages, what was the purpose of even showing the text messages? You could have kept the damn text messages for all I care. I really didn't care about the text messages. Now, if y'all had some video proof that they was laid up somewhere, kissing and hugging or something like that, I might believe it. But if the jury is still out on whether I, believe that or not. I don't know that I believe it, and I ain't gonna say that I do. Ashley Powell says, Candy said on her speak on it that Sheree holds grudges. Okay, Candy holds them too. No shade. Candy holds grudges too, and Sheree just mad the shit that people say about her is actually true. You don't have you do owe your lawn care people. You do owe about 3 different designers for She by Sheree, or let's say She by SHIT. That still ain't never got off the ground. You still owe several liens from other, like when you first started billing Chateau Sheree, and the contractors that you never paid. How about them people? They ain't never got paid, Sheree. How about the lawn care people? How about everybody else that you owe? How about that Aston Martin that got repoed? You gonna talk about your credit report, ma'am? You gonna run that down, your Equifax, your TransUnion, and your Experian? Can you explain the collection calls? Can you explain getting on national TV talking about how you don't pay your bills? So, ma'am, you know, at this point in time, when it comes down to Sheree, you need to shift your concern. In the words of T.S. Madison, you need to shift your concern. That's the way I feel about it. Why are you worried about what's going on in the sheets between Ralph and Drew's home, when you need to worry about why you got Martell up in your sheets? Because he broke too. So how 2 broke people gonna equal anything good? That's not even gonna be positive. 2 negatives. That's, I mean, come on. You broke, he broke. He got 5 kids. He got a whole tribe of kids. And can't pay to keep the lights on in his own house. He had to go to his ex-wife to keep the lights on around over there. And he got a baby mama that's always online seeking attention because she can't get on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So what are we really doing here, Sheree? Again, you need to shift your concern to the bills that you owe. How about that? How about you pay the designer that designed them clothes for you the $5K that you owe him, and for wasting his damn time? Matter of fact, you need to give him about $10K. Because you wasted his time to make you look good on TV, for you to go create a Teespring store with some hoodies, some Hanes or Glidden hoodies on it, that you trying to sell for $275 with the pants that really is only about $50. Sheree, you need to stop. You really need to stop. It's absolutely ridiculous. Grow the hell up. Aren't you like 56 years old? You old as hell. You should not be on TV still busted and disgusted and still looking for an end. And I still stand by this. And I said it last night on my Twitter. Oh, that's not last night. This morning on my Twitter. You are an OG housewife by default, sweetie. By default. Because Nene is beefed out with Andy Cohen is the only reason why you still sitting and remaining in your seat right now. How many times have you been fired and let go because you lack luster? Do we want to really talk about it, Sheree? Because we can talk about it. We could talk about your smoke and mirror lifestyle. We could talk about how broke you are for real. We could talk about how you living paycheck to paycheck. Hell, we probably got more in our bank accounts than you got right about now. I'm unemployed and probably got more in my bank account right about now than you got. But you want to sit up here and worry about what Drew and Ty are doing. Oh, if there is anything going on in their marriage, you want to pull out some receipts. How about you pull out some receipts and some bills paid around that joint? Let me know, is the bills paid? Let me know, is the bills paid? Is the Georgia Power paid? Because you look like you got a Motel 6 running around there with all your kids living in there to help you pay them bills. Because I done heard now it went from the house that went from your mama name to your daughter Tiara's name. Then allegedly it went from that. Then it went to your name. Then it's in an LLC. So how about you get your finances together first before you come for anybody else's household? Because your household is real raggedy right about now. Do I need to go any further? Do I need to go any further? Hey, Norris. Because at the end of the day, your finances is messed up last time I checked, Sheree. You owe some people. So you might want to have several seasons, sit on down and get about this lady business. And find you some business. And you know what? Since you don't really want to work and you really don't really want to do anything, Sheree, you feel like your name holds so much weight because you on Bravo. How about you go find a man that can support your lifestyle? You need to call Portia and see if you can get one of them Africans down there in Atlanta. That's what you need to do. Since you want to run somebody else's pockets and spend their money and not really spend your money and act like somebody owe you something. How about you do that? Get you a man. Get you some business. And Sheree, another thing. Why you always stuttering, backpedaling, pee-popping, and can't get it out, can't even get the lie out correctly? Now, I had heard that your house was an Airbnb down in Atlanta. You mean to tell me people can roll up to your house and you ain't got no Ring camera, no nothing? They just roll up to your house and drop packages off with text messages about Drew business? So who really dropped it off? Was it Anthony, aka Cisco? No, he looked like Cisco's cousin, but then again, low key, he looked like Lunel. Shout out to Chef Don for bringing that up to me. He said he looked like Lunel. He looked like Lunel, and he do look like Lunel's niece. He do look like Lunel's niece. Ashley Powell said someone on that couch said Mimi name. Yeah, because Mimi was in cahoots. But I believe Anthony is the go-between. Anthony is the common denominator between Sheree and Drew. He's the common denominator, okay? Ralph, because he want to get the heat off of whatever mess that he doing on the side, because I already know Ralph been cheating since a long time ago, and I think I know for sure Allison had clocked his tea, and that's why she wasn't allowed up around that house, around yonder. And that's why I believe she was not allowed over there, was because was because she clocked your tea and she knew you was dogging her sister out. And so you didn't want nobody to call you on your stuff, Ralph, because you really don't want, you just want to keep being the F ninja. And that's cool. And if that's what you want to do, just be that. Be that. But don't play with these women time. Let that woman go, because I know you can't stand your wife because you show that every time you talk to her. Now, Mimi, I'm going to say this to you. Now, you ain't on Love and Hip Hop no more. The last time we saw you was on the Love and Hip Hop fan reunion. You ain't got nothing else to do, ma'am. You ain't got nothing else to do. You have nothing else to do but sit up here and mess with Ty life. That's all. You have nothing else to do. You was doing this back and forth with Stevie and Jocelyn back then. Okay, I don't know if you're not making no residuals off that little movie that you did where you was hanging from that shower rod. You might not be getting no residuals no more from that. But ma'am, you need to find you some business too. Matter of fact, lay on somebody's couch and get some damn therapy and figure out why you keep destroying your relationships, even if they good. Now, I ain't gonna say Ty ain't toxic, and if she is toxic and she giving out toxic strap, then Lord, God bless y'all. Y'all better stay away from her, because she might have you out here looking forward with a flashlight. But I really need to understand why Mimi needed to be in this, and you didn't get no peach. Baby, you didn't get nothing. So you did all of that, and for what? You still hating from outside the club. Now, when they passed the text messages around, Candy broke up her face as usual, like, oh, well, yeah. Told Kenya, well, you don't talk to me like that. Kenya looked at them text messages and was like, I don't really see nothing. And Ralph, he's sitting over there trying to look like a pitiful puppy, like a pitiful little dog, trying to look like actually he kind of looked like a English bulldog. He's sitting over there trying to look sad, like somebody got some sympathy for him. And I'm sitting there looking like, I know this fool. You up here crying, trying to act like you so in love with your wife. Sir, stop it. I would really respect you a lot more if you was just honest about it and just said, you know what? I don't want to be with you. I really would respect it if you would just go ahead and say that, but you won't. He talking about how it really hurt him, the affair. And I'm going to say this. If it did hurt you, Ralph, I'm going to tell you where it clocked it, and it hurt you, and it hurt your ego. Where it hurt your ego was that she didn't cheat with a man. She cheated with a woman. That would be the only reason why it would hurt your ego. Because trust and believe, I don't see that you looked at you. I don't know. They be going up for him. They be saying Ralph look good. I just think look like he got a pear-shaped head and he's a bobblehead. I don't really see it for him, but okay. Some people say Ralph cute. And that really ain't my lane to really be in, because I don't look at men's like that. But okay. I just, like I said, I don't understand, sir. You trying to be innocent while we watched you demean and gaslight your wife for 3 seasons now. And don't get me wrong, Drew, you gaslight and trigger him too. Y'all know how to push each other's buttons. It's another Martell and Melody Holt. And yes, I brought them up in it because they act just like them. They act just like them. That tit for tat stuff. Somebody gonna have to grow up sooner or later. But I digress. I'm just gonna let it. Candy said incriminating wasn't the word for the text that could be taken a few ways. Okay, well, I ain't gonna hold you. If y'all follow my Twitter, a lot of people see me flirting with a lot of different women. They all heterosexual. That don't mean anything is gonna happen between me and the person that's messaging me or talking to me on Twitter. It just means that we're having a conversation. I'm joking, I'm flirting, but it don't mean that it's gonna go anywhere. My thing is this: unless you have proof that she actually cheated, and I want video pictures or something that shows that Drew and Ty were hugged up with each other. That means nothing to me. And I'm just gonna be honest, it doesn't mean anything to me. And then when Drew said that Ralph has been known to outwork the IRS and kind of learn how to finagle the system, that tells me, and he's supposed to be in tech, right? Y'all know y'all can edit receipts, y'all can edit DMs, y'all can edit text messages and put them up there and say somebody said this, and then unless somebody has the original messages that shows something different, people will believe that. My issue with it is that it was none of Sheree's business. How the hell did she get the text messages? Only if she got them from Anthony via Ralph. Because Ralph was on a mission to embarrass this woman on national TV. Do I think that Drew has been stupid over Ralph? Absolutely. Do I think Drew is probably one of those women that even though the man dog him out and cheat on him, she's still not going to cheat? Yes. Because look at her parents' marriage, 51 years, that she was raised in a two-parent household. Ralph was not. So if I'm going to go on actions and what I've seen, hell yeah, Ralph guilty. And he got his side chick on the show. That's the most disrespectful part about it, is that you pulled your side chick on the TV show. Why would you even pull the side chick on the show? You pulled the side chick on the show to help her get a bag and have your side chick disrespect your wife. Because I don't care what nobody say. That's not his cousin. That's his side piece. And Courtney, you's a damn fool. And if I was your baby daddy, Bryce, I would be calling your phone, pulling your chain. I'm like, what the hell are you doing on national TV, making yourself look like a donkey over a man that you just met? So yes, I do believe Lunel's niece, Anthony, was the one that helped orchestrate this with Ralph in order for those text messages to get to Sheree. How would Sheree even have access to anything like that? And Sheree, again, you need to shift your concern to the bills that you ain't paying. Run that man his money that did them outfits. That's what you can do. Jones says Sheree is a bone keeper. She always says someone else's business because she's boring. We know. I posted her audition video, her original audition video from season 1. And without Nene Leakes' help, she wouldn't be there. And again, I'm going to reiterate it from the back. I don't go up for everything that Nene Leakes does, but sweetie, you're there by default. Because had Nene still been in good standing with Andy Cohen, you wouldn't even have a seat. So you need to pipe down because you over there like a seasonal worker. You acting like them people that only work through Christmas time to help to get their kids some gifts. Okay, you're very seasonal. You're giving Walmart and Target. You need to sit on down because next year we might not even see you. Lady Norcia said Candy is sneaky as a snake and Sheree is no payment needs to have several seats. Yes, she do. I ain't even gonna hold you. Sheree, like I said, Sheree need to sit down. If you're just coming in the building, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Push me through the algorithm. I'm back and I'm talking my stuff. Harold said it was her calling Candy broke for me. Like, girl, not only did you show up to the reunion delusional, but you sitting here drunk out your mind too. That's what I said. And that's why I said what I said when it comes to you respect the OG. And an OG that's been fired the most out of any OG on all the platforms. You're the most failed OG that I've ever seen on this platform. You doing all this bumping and gumping and still ain't got nothing, Sheree. You ain't got about 2 nickels to rub together. And again, shut up. Find you something to do. Casey Johnson says Sheree and Martell is a scheme that Carlos King set up to bring us the bull. I keep telling y'all that because I don't believe that Anthony hooked up Martell and Sheree. Lies. I believe Carlos King hooked that up. And I'm going to tell you something, Carlos King. No shade to you, sir. You need to mind your business on your platforms and get them ratings up over there on own network. And stop doing these videos in your closet worried about whose ratings is where and where they are. Because even as lackluster as this season was, at least RHOA hit 800,000 households. That Love and Marriage Detroit barely hit 200,000. Sit on down, sir. Find you something to do as well. Can y'all not hear me? So as a OG, you are terrible. So really, you have nothing to. What, she got $138,000 in collections? That's what you saying, Chef? If she do, I ain't surprised. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the ratings for Love and Marriage, Detroit. Carlos, you need to shift your concern for real and worry about your stuff over there. Nikki said if Nene didn't leave RHOA after season 7, they wouldn't have thought of bringing Sheree back during season 8 as a friend. And if Kim Fields wouldn't have quit, she wouldn't be a peach holder for 9. That's true. That's true. And again, like, what has Sheree really done over the years? And I'm not even trying to clown Sheree. I'm not trying to clown Sheree. Well, I am clowning because I am clowning it and I am talking my stuff. What I'm saying is, like, Sheree, like, you got to be really for real, man. Like, there's nothing as an OG that you have done on this platform that really shows that you have excelled or exceeded. If anything, you and Candy should be around the same level. Y'all should be around the same level. And the fact that y'all are not on the same level is crazy, because by now you should have built some generational wealth. And Sheree, you haven't done anything besides sit up there, talk about everybody else. And you got a serious problem with hating on Candy. I don't understand. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not the hugest Candy fan. I'm not. And I'll tell y'all, the candy coated, them candy coated followers, look, I don't give a damn. I gets into everybody over here. I gets on everybody equally. Okay, I'm with you when you're right, and I'm with you when you're wrong. You couldn't even sit with Candy, number one. Number two, the only reason why you sitting with Candy right now is because you on this show. If Candy wasn't on this show, you wouldn't even be sitting with her. You gotta grow up, mama. I don't know how you too old for this. Sheree, you a grandmother. I ain't calling you no damn grandmother because you got that from Nene and everybody else is hollering that now. You a grandma. Act like you a grandmother. Act like you a grandmother. Be a grandmother, ma'am. Out here acting a fool on damn set, talking about well, Candy, because I'm an OG. Respect the OG, please. Anytime somebody got to respect the OG, I respect OGs that deserve respect. And Sheree, you don't deserve a piece of respect. You don't deserve it, Sheree, because you don't even respect yourself anytime you dealing with a ninja like Martell. Anybody laying with Martell, that says Martell Hope. That says a lot about you and your character. That means you will lay down with anybody. Please, time out. At least Todd is around there bringing multiple checks in around Candy House. You need to worry about how your bill's gonna get paid if you don't get back on this show. You need the check. Sheree only there because Nene left. So Misha Lily said, Sheree only there because Nene left and went on a rant about Andy and they were done recruiting. Sure were. They didn't need you. And really, quiet as it's kept, loud as it is, they don't need you now. So you need to shut up. You doing all that, and all them reads that you tried to pull didn't work. They were dry, they were late, they were stale, they were over. Okay, nobody was entertained. You thought you were doing something, and you really weren't, Sheree. You sounded stupid. Like, you sounded stupid. You must be Pinky from Pinky in the Brain because you ain't too damn smart. Hell, You run around underneath Marlo the way Robin runs underneath Giselle on Potomac. Girl, if you don't grow up and find you some. See, I can just keep staying on Sheree because I can't stand her. I can just keep laying in the Sheree. But see, that's why Candy, after a while, was just looking at you like you was a fool because you was up here clowning. You look dumb. I want to be like, Remy Ma, are you stupid? You acting like you on the spectrum. And then they bad enough over on Chef Don Don channel. Shout out to the Don Dons, because they be over there talking about how you ain't got no high school diploma or not even a GED. And it shows. It really does. It shows. Because you clown yourself at every point in time. And it's crazy. Thank you, Norris. I do deserve more subscribers. Hopefully, I get to 5,000 soon. I'm trying to get up there with the big homie Chef. He over there with 8K. So I'm trying to shoot dreams high. Alyssa, no, she can't sit with. No, she can't. Yeah, she definitely can't sit with Nene. She can't sit with Nene or can't. It's sad. Like Sheree, you really need to find you something to do. I can't give you no more, because if I give you any more, I just feel like this would be me just beating up on you just for no reason, just because I can, and it's just then it wouldn't be fun for me anymore. But I can still throw shots at you for the rest of the video. So finally, we get off them text messages. Andy asks you how you get them. You lie. The lie didn't even, the math didn't even equate the math. And then Ralph is acting all hurt, like a pitiful. He looked like when Bambi got unalived, his mama got unalived, and he ran over there. And he's so wounded and hurt by all of this. And I'm just gonna say, it was crazy. It was crazy to sit there and really just watch someone gaslight someone the way that he gaslit her. It was really sad. And I respected that Kenya was the only one that really stood up for Drew and gathered Ralph and let him know, you will not gaslight me the way you gaslight your wife. And the cold part about it is that all of y'all women sat up there. And now somebody got on my Twitter and was like, oh, that Sanya went to go check on her. Okay, yeah. But did Sanya say anything to Ralph? No. She was on mute. The only person that checked him and said that he was wrong was Kenya. And Candy, as much man-hating songs that you have written, no scrubs, bills, 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 the list goes on and on. Regardless of how you may have felt about Drew, you could have at least stuck up for the girl. Because in my heart of hearts, though I know Drew does lie. I don't believe that girl has ever cheated on him. I believe he's cheated on her more than anything. And if she did get her lick back, and this was the one time that she did cheat, I'm going to let her make it. I'm going to let her make it. Now, this comment is funny right here. Misha Lily said, anybody that let Martell stick his Tootsie Roll in them tells me everything I need to know about them. Well, I'm going to leave that alone. Nikki says Sheree wouldn't have been a thought of for season 14 if Portia didn't quit and Cynthia being demoted. Season 14 would have been Candy, Kenya, Portia, Drew, Sanya, and probably either Sheree or Marlo. It could have been that lineup. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all holler every week to have Portia back. I don't want to see Portia back. I don't have a desire to see Portia back. And I'm gonna say this: with reality TV, there's only so long that y'all can keep going and being on. There's only so many kids y'all can have, so many times y'all can get married, and so many times that the same things can keep be repeated. After a while, it's boring. I don't care to see her and Simon. Really don't. God bless them. I want them to have a prosperous marriage. Okay. And I hope that Simon's bank account never gets low because he might be out the door. Yeah, Lady Norshia, Sheree need to sit down and pull out them bills she owed. Yeah. Nora says she needs to make things right with that fashion designer tirade. She sure did. Did we get into Sanya yet? Now I ain't dug into Sanya, but I'm gonna get on into her now. While you since you went ahead and brought her up, let's dig into Sanya. Why were you here? Could somebody in the chat tell me why Sanya was there? You said nothing. You brought absolutely nothing. Matter of fact, I've been following your sister long. I follow your sister, but I don't follow you because your sister is more entertaining and more down to earth, and so is her family than you. You are very boring. You are a snooze fest. I didn't even know who you were. I get it that you're a gold medalist track star, but did we really even know who you were? We didn't. We really didn't. And quite frankly, I don't think anybody cares to know who you are now. Okay, you're pregnant with the baby. Congratulations. You're pregnant with a baby with a husband that ain't never at home. So I don't even see how that's gonna work. And yeah, I see, yeah, your family only moved 5 minutes down the street because your husband ain't never home. But y'all needed to have another baby. I ain't shading your blessing, but make it make sense. You had your family taking care of your oldest son while you was prancing around Atlanta and going to events. You're not needed. And when you jump in conversations, it's like, why are you even talking? We're confused as to why you're even saying anything to anybody. And Marlo, let's get on to you real quick because I got some few things for you. You brought nothing this season, but that man, and I don't know if you still fool lying around Atlanta with him or not. I don't know, but you need a storyline too. Matter of fact, how about you explain to us why you got that chairlift in your house? So what old men's are you entertaining around there that you need a chairlift going up your stairs? How about you explain that? Andy didn't ask that question. Huh. And I'm gonna get on Candy real quick. Yes, I could take and leave Candy. I'm gonna just be honest. There's only so many times I can see you open the business. There's only so many times I can see you get chasing another escape tour or getting the bag over here. I'm tired of hearing about Todd and your mammy not getting along. At this point in time, Candy, God bless you, Godspeed. You made enough off Bravo. You can go. I'm tired of hearing about, oh, you put too much on your plate and you couldn't be a part of things. Like, Candy, can you pick a struggle? But I'm telling you, I'm I mean, can we get somebody? Casey Johnson says no, she's been off-putting on the show, and being Olympian doesn't equate to being a good housewife. Here's the thing, y'all done got away from the formula of true auditions. Y'all just going, it looks like y'all just going through social media and just looking at whoever got a following and y'all throwing them on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that's just crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. It's crazy because y'all are just choosing anybody. It's crazy. Then we just flip over. When did we flip over? I got into Sanya a little bit because really her storyline, she was mad at Kenya. And I'm gonna tell you this, Sanya, also too. I'm gonna say this too, also, Sanya. You, when it comes down to it, and I'm not shading you or nothing, you bring nothing to the show. There's no purpose of you. It's no purpose for you. And I'm gonna just be honest. There's no purpose for you, saying you're there, you're on the show, but there's nothing. So Kiss My Cheeks TV said fire everybody. Well, Ravine S said, "Why are you tired of saying Candy?" I never said I'm tired of her being successful. Okay, see that's where you're trying to put words in my mouth. I never said that. I said I'm tired of the same storylines that she has every season. It's either her mother and Todd arguing. It's either they're opening up a new business, which is cool. The kids are young. There's not much there. I'm not tired of being her being successful. God, I want every person black on that cast to succeed. My point is, it's the same type of storyline. It's the same thing. Oh, I spread myself too thin. Candy, you know you a workaholic. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that her time is up with the same recycled storylines because she has no storyline, just like Marlo don't have a storyline. Let's see. I'll tell you, everybody that didn't have a storyline this year. Kenya didn't have a storyline. Kenya had a storyline, but they didn't show her soft opening to her salon. They didn't show that. Okay, so that puts her in the place of not really having a storyline because they didn't really highlight her. Candy, okay, they showed her filming the movie. Cool, I guess. But outside of that, she really didn't interact much because she was gone most of the season. But she is the highest paid housewife. Okay, fine. Sanya didn't have a storyline besides having a baby. Okay, we've seen that. Sheree had a fashion show where the fashions didn't even come out on the next season because she didn't pay nobody, per usual. Same mess. Who else was on there? You know, it was no storylines. And they tried to make Drew's situation with Ty be the whole basis to loop everybody in on the cast, and there was no storylines. So what were we really watching? You got Andy bouncing from storyline to storyline. Monyetta, I don't even know why she even came to the reunion. Monyetta brought nothing. He asking her, "Oh, well, congratulations on your orphanage." And congratulations, Monyetta. I love your congratulations. I'm not knocking that. But she brought nothing. Now she pointed out the collusion and you know, was a little messy. But what was there that she actually brought? So what? I mean, like, come on. Like, and I'm not shading, and this isn't to be rude or anything like that, but it's like the show has lost its luster. It's gone. Okay. This show is like a dry jerry curl with no moisturizer. We have no moisturizer. We have no one that is interesting. We have ran out of things to talk about. And everything was centered towards the end. I want to say the best part of this reunion, it was Drew sung the song to him, to Ralph, and it was like I was watching that episode of The Game where Tasha Mack was singing the Rick Fox Take a Bow. Rihanna's Take a Bow. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out, okay, he trying to act like he unfazed. Allison did say to her in the back, okay, what about the PI? Now I do want to know about that information. Kenya was the only one that really stuck up for her. Everybody else sat there. Saying you did go up to check on her, but at the same time, it's like, and then you got Marlo over there trying to talk about somebody, and I'm looking at Marlo like, "Man, what you got a chairlift in your house? You need to shut up right about now." We don't even know if that relationship is really. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't agree with them constantly, like Candy. I'm gonna say this, Candy. Whether Drew admitted that she kissed the girl, Latoya, or not, I don't care. I got tired of you. Well, you did. Okay, I ain't. It's not that serious. You're gonna have to learn to stop letting these women like rattle your cage like that, because it's too much. It's really too much. For a person that's not emotional, you are very emotional when somebody gets underneath your skin and you let them activate you like that. But see, you and Kenya have to have someone to activate y'all in order for y'all to be entertaining. Y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all have to have somebody that activates y'all. There was really, besides to me, that was the only things that were really even worth talking about on this reunion. If I'm going to be honest, there was nothing else. What was there to talk about? Yeah, Andy was literally just jumping from person to person. It was jumping to person, trying to figure stuff out. Hey, friend. Trying to figure it out. And I'm just like trying to understand like what is going on. There was no storyline. But I will say this, and this is where I'm getting to a point where I really like Kenya. And it was a point in time where I couldn't stand Kenya. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I couldn't stand Kenya. But the fact that Kenya defended Ralph, but see, this is what pissed me off about Ralph, and this is where I'm gonna get on you, Ralph. Number one, you let that Chihuahua Courtney come in there and get up in there and get all up in the business and get all upset and get all mad and huff and puff and talk to your wife all crazy. No matter what, that is still your damn wife and the mother of your kids. That was some sassy mess to sit up there and let your side piece come up there and disrespect your wife like that. Then you have the audacity to sit there and act like, well, it wasn't a big deal. I wasn't trying to adopt him because, his father's really trying to be there in his life. And, Let me tell you something. No matter what his daddy was doing, you've been there for the child since he was a child, since he was 3. If that man ain't been consistent in that child's life, and he trying to be consistent now, that kid does not know him. He's a stranger. And for you to be the man that he has only known since the age of 3, that tells me you ain't about worth a plum damn nickel. And you got the audacity to sit up and act like it was a money grab. You are disgusting. And as a man, you ought to be ashamed of yourself because your kids got to sit up here and watch you disrespect their mother on national TV with the Chihuahua that you picked up on the side of the damn road. And Courtney, you want so bad. You want so bad a peach and to be full-time that you will sell your soul and run up behind a man that you don't even know. You look goofy as hell. I put you in the category of Krishan Rock running up behind damn Blueface at this point because you look dumb. And then you sit there, well, she's just a pathological liar. And Ralph ain't lying to you. Ralph told you the truth about his marriage. Man, Courtney, if you don't get up out my damn face with that, up here about to rim my damn pressure up. Why didn't Andy ask Marlo about the chair on her set? He sure didn't. And I need to know why he didn't ask her about that. Because I don't know what senior citizen she got in her house that need a chairlift. I need to know. Shantice Cole said, Coachman said, Ralph really do not like Drew because ain't no way. We know he don't like his wife. He don't like his wife. Kenya was a star reunion. I hated her outfit, but she came through. She did. She fumbled that subpoena. She fumbled the subpoena, but she came through for Drew. And again, I'm disappointed in every other black woman that sat on that stage. Regardless of how you felt about Drew, and Ralph would to sit there and watch a man demean and gaslight his wife and you don't say nothing, I'm sorry. I'm side-eyeing. I'm side-eyeing. I'm side-eyeing. And Kenya, salute to you for actually being the only one that's out here willing to check these men that come through on this show. Because don't nobody else want to check them for some reason. Harold said Ralph is the type of ninja I would. Oh, Lord. Now, I ain't going to say. Misha Lily says Courtney wants a problem so bad with Drew and look a mess. She should just continue to swirl Ralph. Yeah, I'm going and scroll through. Ralph ain't worth the hill of beat. He sure ain't. Thank you for joining us, mother of one, on the first live. Shanti's as if adopting the little boy means his father is no longer his father. Right. Now I can get his father not wanting to give up the parental rights because you have to give up the parental rights in order for someone to adopt. And if the dad wasn't gonna sign the paperwork, then it wouldn't have went through anyway. He do. Ralph, he do. Santis Coleman says Courtney is the worst addition we've had in a long time. Sure has. Bernice Jackson says when Cheddar Bob gave his reasons for adopting the child, he further let me know he rode the short, but oh Lord. I'd rather take Yo-Yo from Clark than and you know I ain't really care for Giovanna from Clark, Atlanta, but I take her too at this point. Give Courtney the Basketball Wives. Hell, I don't. Basketball Wives barely holding on with a thread, and I don't understand why it's still on TV. At least it's just playing in our face. And he did because that was my thing. You brought your side chick on the show and played in your wife's face. Drew, you better than me. Because I would have been telling you, I would have lost my job that day. They would have had to go on and just down and get my bail out because I'm finna go to jail. Because I would have handled her. It would be up and it's stuck. Darren Hood said she was very dehydrated, just thirsty. Steve Colvin said one thing Kenya is going to do is hold a man accountable. Now, yeah. And then what killed me about Ralph was like, oh, but you was only married for 2 years. And so you think your time was so great? So how many times have you been faithful throughout your marriage is what I would love to know. Casey Johnson said Ralph is laying Courtney low and spreading her wide. And as long as it's happening, she'll believe anything he says. Oh, God bless. Now, that was a read. Damn, I ain't never even went that hard. But that was a read. Yes. Make sure you thumbs up the video, share it, subscribe, and click for all notifications. Push me through the algorithm because I'm back. And I'm here to stay this time. So everybody better get used to it. It is. Courtney is running around here like Krishan Rock. I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. Yeah, you can get mad about that. Ralph, a.k.a. Mark 2.0. But see, and again, does anybody know what Ralph actually does? They say he in tech, but what do he do in tech? Can somebody get that information? Y'all investigate everything else on the internet. Y'all can't investigate that. I've been trying to figure that out. Mother one says, I think Ralph used the adoption to help his image, but Drew is wrong. How can she be well, here's the deal. I think all of this deflection and using Ty as a deflection and whatever was going on between them, I think that's all about using the deflection to push something else in a different narrative for him. And it's all about taking the narrative from him being a sorry husband. And so instead of that, you want to kind of like mimic something else that it's not. It's your first live and you having fun. Oh, yeah, because y'all being messy. I like it because y'all be messy with me. Allison and Drew should have ran up on Portia. You know they doing a Basketball Wives, and I won't be watching. I don't care about Basketball Wives. Ralph used adoption for his image to sell books, but the book never even came out. The book never came out. Willie Reese, I'm about to read all of read. Chef, you about to drag them all? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Oh, now this is wrong. Courtney is around here looking like a dried up Jerry curl. Lord Jesus. He went to a tech convention in Vegas. He's probably some software engineer or something in IT. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all to come up to talk. And to give me y'all thoughts on the show, what y'all think about the season. Y'all be respectful. You know, don't come up here just, you know, acting crazy and all that. Be respectful. And just as always, if y'all would like to donate to the channel, y'all can. Any donation is appreciated. Anything will go back into the channel. So let me go ahead and drop the link for y'all so y'all can come in, sound off. Tell me what y'all thought about the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 2. You know, like I said, be respectful. Don't be up here acting a fool. Y'all want to come in and say what y'all got, because I really ain't got too much for this no more. I didn't read who I needed to read, and it wasn't very much. Cindy C says Basketball Wives finally has a couple of same-sex relationships with a couple of WNBA players. I might have to go on and peek in on that again. If that's what it's giving over there. Yes, Lady No Shit. Anyone who gets out of line in class will be escorted out the principal's office straight up. We will go ahead and let you know you got to go. So if y'all have any opinions on anything on the show, y'all let me know. Don't be shy now. If y'all want to come up and just sound off of what y'all feel about the episode. What was y'all? Because my question is for a lot of y'all is like kind of like, do y'all want the show to be recasted? Because at this point, that is my concern. Is the show going to be recasted? You know, do y'all feel comfortable with everybody on there? Or is there some people that y'all want to see gone? Let me know. How you doing, Miss Bernice?
Hey, schoolboy, how you doing, baby? I ain't seen you in a minute. I'm glad you back.
No problem. I'm here. I'm here. What you got to say about the episode? What did you feel?
Well, Cheddar Bob, aka Rocky, aka Elf Boy, who got married, he's coming to Earth. Um, he showed that he's emotionally detached from the from his wife. He didn't have her back. He threw her under the bus. He didn't protect her at all whatsoever. So I hope this is a cue for all women who get men like this. Leave them alone and run for the hills.
I respect it. Hey, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. What up, Chef Don Don?
What up, schoolboy? What's going on, Auntie Bernice? How you
Hey, Chef
doing?
Don Don, how you doing?
Hey,
I'm good.
Norris.
Wait, I want to be out of here when Norris get on her. Cause Norris,
Hey,
Norris need a segment all by himself to get ready to read these folks down to the ground. I already know. Listen, I am so. Hold on 1 second. I think y'all can hear. Okay, there we go. Listen, I am so over these women. Every last one of them that sat on that couch yesterday. But the part that really got me the most, and I stick with it. We ain't got to like Drew. We ain't got to like nothing Drew do. But for nobody but Kenya to have her back, y'all, I don't really understand the women that's going up for Courtney, the women that's going up. I mean, that says a lot about y'all. It says a lot about y'all. And I hope and pray that Candy, I hope Sheree and I already been through some stuff, but I hope Sonya, I hope none of them have to go through a divorce, go through no breakdown in the family at all. because the way that they treated Drew was foul, and that's on period. I just don't like it. And we talking about we empowering women, we empower each other, we sisters, we got a sisterhood. Hang all that bullshit up, please. Cause it hang it up. Ain't no sisterhood, ain't no none of that. Cause sisters don't do that. Yeah, you gonna have your little scrap, you gonna fuss, you gonna fight, you gonna do that stuff, but to literally try very hard to be on the side with Ralph of embarrassing Drew on national TV, I can't rock with that.
I'm with you on that. I am.
That's all I got to say. Cause I know Norris finna read them down, child. Yeah. Now, schoolboy, I am going live like in just a few, probably like 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes. Okay, I'm about
Yeah.
to wrap up after this, and then I'm gonna go on and sit on down and go on and be a member over there in your church because I already know you finna go in.
Ooh, I got a lot to say. Got a lot to say. All right, I'm done.
Okay. And thank you, Ravine, for the super chat of $9.99. I appreciate it.
Okay.
And thank you, Ravine, for the super chat of $9.99. I appreciate it.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down, schoolboy. I'll talk.
Okay. Ooh, my bad. Sorry, Miss Bernice. Whichever one want to go first, whether it's Norris or Harold.
I'll let Harold go.
Go ahead, Harold.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. We got you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to say. I just want Sheree ain't shit. Marlo ain't shit. Uh everybody on the right side of the couch was full of shit. A reboot, I really do. Like as far as like, well, you know the report that come out that said they were doing it would be cool if Candy and Kenya came back and okay, that's really how I feel about it.
Oh, I mean, I would rather see Kenya and Drew. I mean, if we got like some real truth from Drew, maybe, if Drew want to be honest, like, because I don't want Drew back if she not gonna be honest.
Right. But
I
then,
just
like I
but
was saying on Twitter, I felt
I think
bad
I'm done
about the
with
fact
Candy
that,
though.
it seemed like the whole cast was ganging up on her.
It was. That's the way it felt to me. Like, I know we ain't always, and that's why I'm with Chef Don Don on that. Like, we ain't always gotta agree, but you ain't gotta do that. You don't have to be like that towards her. I mean, I'm not expecting everybody to agree with her, but at least respect the lady.
Yeah, I, I think my stream lagging.
Okay, your stream is lagging.
Hold on, let me go back out and come back in because my stream is lagging. I can't even hear.
Okay. Go ahead. All right, Norris, go ahead. Going in because I already know you're going to read them.
Hey, you can hear me good?
Yes, I can hear you. Excellent.
Okay, I just want to say, Courtney, she's extra, extra. Read all about it. She's team too much. She tried to, Miss Bobblehead tried to make a splash, but couldn't on any level. Somebody need to smack her upside her bobblehead because of all that talking she was doing. And then Marlo, Marlo Ho, she just got that long dress. Look, she just, to me, she's not a friend to anybody. Like you said, she's not a friend. She shouldn't have never got no peach. She was a good friend to the show. that peach need to go back in its can where it belong, and she need to be demoted back down to a friend. To a friend. Sanya, you know, she's the queen of flip-flopping. I call her the queen flip-flopper. You know, because she just, like you say, chiming in conversations. She needed to learn when to be quiet and when to speak. You know, she should have been at home. She should have asked could she stay at home for the reunion and rest. Because like you said, she didn't bring nothing to the reunion. And then, you know, Drew, I like Drew, but like you say, she does tell lies. She has told a lot of lies. And it's like, to me, she not good for this show. She need to get off the show unless she bring her sister Allison back on and she go in on Courtney and Ralph next season. You know, I like to see that dynamic play out on the show.
I would,
you know,
too.
and then Kenya, I like Kenya. I just feel like you, I really didn't care for Kenya at first, but I grown to like her. And, you know, I know that Courtney ain't no match for her. That's why she paid her and Marlo dust. You know, she treated them literally like they was the dust on the bottom of her shoes, because that's exactly what they are. And then Candy, I like Candy, but like I said, she can come with a different storyline, you know, instead of, you know, them girls picking on her, trying to make her work. I just feel like that's not natural, like real. You know, they just picking on her just to get her upset. You know, because really none of them women have nothing on Candy, to be honest. You know, I'd rather see her on Candy in the game. And then Sheree, oh my goodness, she by bad plastic surgery. She by need to stop messing with her nose. You know, she by shit show. She by need to make things right with that designer, Tyree. She by bad fashions. You know, she by 14 years too late. You know, because you came out with that, you've been spending 14 years on that clothing line, and that's all you could come out with. She by overpriced, because them clothes are overpriced.
They are.
She by needs to be fired. She by needs to be sued. She by had bad taste in men, because she has poor taste in men. You know, anytime you gonna go for hotel, you know, he dumber than a 5th grader. He can't even pass an open book test to get his builder's license. You know, and then he cheated on his wife with a bird, because that's what Ariane is. She ain't coleslaw, she's a bird. So it's like, Sheree, you don't have no common sense. And then they want to make her the anchor of the show. She can't even anchor her own website. She can't even anchor her own life. Sheree can't even anchor her own relationships. She can't anchor her own friendships. If anything, she need to anchor her fake butt off the show. Because she's, like you said, she's a failed OG who needs to go back to the drawing board and come out with some better fashions. Or either she needs to go back to school, especially fashion and business school. And, you know, it's so much more I can say about her. Like I said, she by lackluster. She by fitness, because she need to stick to fitness.
Now that I do agree with. She just needed like a fitness line or doing fitness videos. That would have been more of Sheree's alley. I feel like Sheree, I don't know what she's doing with that fashion, but she need to let it go. Speaking of fashion, she wasn't even in Fashion Week this week. That's sad. Giselle and Ashley were there, but you were not at New York Fashion Week. I find that very interesting.
I know, and Giselle can't even dress. That's you know, and Giselle to me, she's a knockoff of Vanessa Williams with a turtleneck. That's what She, you know, and then you seen that reunion dress she had. She looked like a
Yes.
she looked like a Power Ranger with no power. I mean, seriously, with no a blue Power Ranger with no power, no substance, no class. You know, she's the last lady in my book. Just like Sheree, she ain't got no talent either.
Sure don't. Sure don't.
And
I
then
thank
Ash,
you.
yeah, you're welcome. I like the video. I appreciate you for taking my call.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, you have a good evening, and I hope to catch you again.
Yes, I'll be live again on Saturday for Hot Topics.
Okay, I'll be there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So y'all, oh, Harold said my connection is on one today. I'm gonna chill in the chat. I'll be up in there trying to sound like I'm in Boost Mobile device. Oh Lord. Now I ain't seen Boost Mobile in a long time. Boost Mobile. I'm probably gonna be here Saturday at 7. My time, which will be 8 Eastern. Trying to give y'all some time out. I know that's will be around Love and Marriage Huntsville time. So I might adjust that. I might come on earlier in the day on Saturday. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna tweak the time out for y'all. Because I do want to do the Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews, but I think I'm gonna do that on the Patreon, behind the Patreon walls, because them Love and Marriage Huntsville people is crazy. The Patreon is $5 a month. We also will be doing my first After Dark show, which will be a call-in show, will be at the end of the month. I'm gonna do it. Try to shoot for the last Saturday in September, where y'all will be able to call in and ask me any After Dark questions. That's for the grown folks. So you feel like you ain't too grown for that, you're not grown enough for that, then I understand. But I probably will be doing the reviews for Love and Marriage Huntsville behind that wall as well, and probably doing some other stuff. I haven't figured it out yet, but I am going to do that. I do know Chef Don Don is online right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here real quick. I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. This is my first live in almost 2 years. And it felt good to be back on the screen. And I'm gonna say my first solo live in 2 years. Of course, I was doing a podcast with James, with Transcending the Culture. I have decided to go ahead and move forward with not continuing with our Transcending the Culture. We decided to try that at another time. So, but still, if James does anything or any lives, make sure y'all go over there and support him on Transcending the Culture on his page. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe over there. Still show that love if he continues to do his lives. I'm not sure if he's gonna have a live this week, but y'all just check in over there. But I am gonna be here every Saturday doing hot topics with y'all. You met me through Scotty's panel. All right, awesome. I love Scotty. Shout out to Scotty by nature. I love him. That's my boo. He don't know it, but that's my boo. Him and Terrence. Giving you the tea. I love tea too. So y'all make sure y'all check me out every week. I'm gonna probably try to come on here tomorrow and hit y'all up with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And give y'all a review on that live. I'll probably do that one earlier in the day. Just in case I end up having to run errands later on tomorrow or something. I don't know. Might be around the same time. I'll let y'all know. I will post it. Make sure y'all follow my social media. Again, make sure y'all sign up for the Patreon, and then also y'all make sure y'all meet me here every Saturday for Hot Topics. I'm gonna get that thumbnail up. Make sure y'all have all y'all notifications on, and thank you for the Cash App from Tamara Hinton. I appreciate it very, very much. So y'all make sure y'all flow with me around here. And of course, I'm gonna do reviews on Married to Medicine, and I'm gonna do reviews on Real Housewives of Potomac when they roll out. Love and Marriage Huntsville will definitely be behind the paywall, because I ain't got time for Miss Wanda or Peggy, her friend. I ain't got time for none of that. So y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, push me back through the algorithm. I'm here for y'all now. Follow me on my social media, Twitter or Malcolm X, and on IG. I think I'm shadow banned on IG because I cuss too much. Y'all holla at me a little bit later. I love y'all. Let's go over to Chef Don Don's and support him. See what he got to give to the ladies of Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I know he going in. Love y'all.
That money clip us